What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Clam Cakes. This is episode 45. This is the Pedro Martinez episode.
This is the Pedro Martinez episode. This is the Jackie Robinson episode, but 3 more than that. And this is the lucky number 13 episode, plus 32. This is the day God rested, but that's going to be a plus 38. And then that's also going to be Michael Jordan, plus nothing, the second one.
Was he 45?
Yep.
Sure. Joe knows a lot about
They
things.
call me Basketball Jones. They call me Leslie Jones. They call me Indiana Jones.
Do your
and they
best
call me
Leslie Jones impression.
I know you're like talking about me, right?
Yeah. So what's up, everybody? Welcome back to episode 45. I feel like that's a milestone, but then I also don't because episode 50 is clearly a milestone. So,
I mean, there's many milestones. To a snail? Come on.
wow, yeah. 1 stone is a mile.
Pretty good.
To a
Pretty
snail.
So, how you doing? How's everything going with you?
You know what, dude? I gotta say, very well. Very, very different.
I think that booger I ate earlier is like messing with my stomach and my mood.
you ate one of a bad booger.
Yeah, now I'm in booger
It was probably
mode.
rotten.
Now I'm in booger mode.
Oh shit!
I was in goblin mode, and now I'm in booger mode.
Oh, it's goblin mode.
Goblin mode is like, what do they say? Sicko mode.
Sicko mode. Well, you're in sick. You're like physically ill from eating a booger.
I went to the CVS. I said, "Am I in sicko mode?" They said, "We'll give you the sicko mode test." And it turns out I'm already sicko mode, and now I'm booger mode.
Yep. Way too when and jump out in the streets. I'll go yummy, and we all go have some treats. I'm doing pretty good. Like we were talking about before, you said you've been sleeping a lot. I've been sleeping very well. Oh, I started doing Insanity.
Yep.
Second week in a row, dude. I've done every day.
Yeah, he's worn a wedding dress in an intersection and just screamed at a bowling ball.
Yep. And then someone will drive by and call me insane, and I go check mark. Did Insanity
except for the rest day where he just
I just kind of chill, yeah, and just
in a
act
folding
normal.
chair and goes hot out today. It's hot out today.
But yeah,
You just locked the bottom. Oh my god, it's like you give me odds. That's fine.
Do you think? Are you going to be able to do it?
I'm just
Or do
saying
you have
if
like
you
OCD with it.
kind of. I mean, you have to lock the deadbolt if you're going to lock the door.
I'll fucking do it, dude. I mean, he thinks.
Love it. Safety in a locked door, something like that.
Well, my mood's ruined.
That's all right, dude. What do you want? Just break-ins? You're a risky boy.
I'm a risky boy.
Gross.
Anyways, I'm doing
risk.
risk. I take some risks. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. Been sleeping well. Been working out well. Just doing well, dude. All right. How about you? How you doing?
I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine. What? Who's asking? I'm fine.
You asked,
Everything's
and
all
now
right.
I'm asking.
Everything's all right. Tell me that you're all right.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, I guess so. I'll just get into stuff
so
here.
Hot in here, dude.
It's a little hot.
It's very hot in the studio, and also we just want to say, sorry for not having an episode last week. That was my fault.
I'm not sorry.
I'm sorry.
All right. We got So we got like.
I just want to eat them again, though.
Stop eating your boogers. Do you always eat your boogers?
Yeah.
Ew, do you really?
Well, let me waste a booger like a fucking.
Ew, I've tried, and then it gets stuck on your teeth. Like you can feel it on your teeth.
Yeah, but it's like your booger. It's not a booger if it's your booger. It's
That's
like just
not true.
Everything about you is like your stuff already. Like you already ate it something, and like
You eat your own shit.
Okay.
Well, don't yours.
All right. Yeah. All right. So fucking listen. We got Adobe Apple Shops.
Yeah.
And we have all of the programs. We have Virtual Conifer. We
Yeah.
have
Very good.
Twin Blade.
Yeah.
We have Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks.
We have Camembert. We have the Canonizer, which makes everything into a Christmas Carol. And it's pretty cool, dude. And we have this thing called VRDR, which is just, it feels like you're in the Dominican Republic.
Virtual reality Dominican Republic.
It's pretty dope.
Hey, speaking of canonizer, do you see like the kids, the new lingo that the kids have? They say that's a canon event. I don't get that.
I don't get that either. How do they spell
Like
canon?
They mean canon as in I guess.
Like the canon, like CANON?
Not like a cannonball.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, cannon. What? Whoa! I thought both canons were spelt with one N.
No.
But they mean like something will happen, and they're like, "That's a canon event," and I don't really understand. Like, I know what a canon event is.
No, you
like,
don't.
if like
No,
in
you
a
don't.
magazine, if something happens with Spider-Man, like it's part of the canon now.
Yeah.
But then I don't understand what they mean. Like Joe, you're walking on the street and you're picking up a penny, and they're like, "That's a canon event."
It's like something so cool that it's solidified into like the lexicon of the thing. Like the
I'll give you
I
an
don't.
example.
I don't need an example. You need
well, I
examples.
know. I'm gonna give you an example, and I'd like you to explain it to me.
Got it. I
So
just did, but it's
yeah, but better. So some girl posted on TikTok. They're like, "Oh, my boyfriend and my best friend are always like messing around with each other," and it was like a TikTok of them like pulling pranks on each other, and everyone was like, "This is his canon event. This is their canon event." Does that mean because they're gonna end up in together in the future?
no.
So this is like part of their canon.
It's a staple of their friendship. They joke around with each other.
That's it.
Yeah.
I thought it was like this is part of their canon because they're gonna be
Now,
they're
listen,
gonna be in a relationship.
They might be. I mean, I'm just going by like what the English language would say.
But then everything is a canon event.
No, that's not true. There are
How's that not canon?
Because it's an externality. How often do you do that?
Not
Now,
very-
you getting food in the corner of your mouth, that's a canon event.
Do I have food in the corner of my mouth?
No, but
I
I'm
don't.
saying every time you eat, you get food in the corner of your mouth.
So it's just I don't
It's part of your canon.
just because it happens a lot.
Because it's like a fundamental part of something.
I'm gonna have to get back to you.
Like
on
in the
that
hip hop canon, if something's really good, it'd be like if you want to know hip hop, you'd have to listen to these 10 albums.
one. All right. What? I'm getting a phone call from Sam. Uh-oh.
This can never be good. There's no way.
Hello.
Enjoy your clams, cocksuckers.
That's the clam talking. You know anything about clams? If the press finds out about these bad clams, that's a bad clam, all right. Clam king.
You know what? You gotta suck it up because I gotta suck it up. And tomorrow's another day. And
Unfortunately.
Yep. Welcome back, guys. I'm Joe.
And I'm Jared.
We're here for another fucking episode of Clam Cakes. It's called Clam Time.
Well-
and
No, yeah, but they already know that.
oh yeah.
if you-
just told me that.
Yeah. So if you notice anything, we're in different clothes. It's because it's a different day.
Different day, different
That's
time.
because I had to leave. 15 minutes into recording
Something like that.
because drum roll, please. My girlfriend is alive and she sprained her ankle.
Sprained her ankle.
And it wasn't fake. It was real.
It was real.
I'm gonna put up a picture right here.
Gotta put up a picture of that
It
hoof.
looks pretty. That. Take it back.
Wow, that's funny.
Don't say hoof.
This is a funny way to say foot. Hoof.
Don't call it a hoof.
Don't call it a hoof.
Back.
It's a foot.
I've been here for years. But yeah, she's doing fine. It's just a little sprain. Does the audio sound different?
I think it sounds fine. I mean, it might be a little high, but I just go.
No, I didn't mean yeah, that's fine. Okay, it's good.
Oh, you didn't. You weren't talking to me.
No, I didn't mean like the volume. I meant like, does it sound like tinny?
No,
No, I'm sure it's
it
fine.
does not sound tinny.
Okay. Well, so
How are you doing, Jared?
yeah, I was gonna say we left. We did ask each other how we were doing, but it's been almost a week. No, not almost a week. A couple days.
I'm the same.
I'm pretty much the same.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
that's fine. We can use that. How you doing?
We're gonna use that. How you doing?
That how you doing is
I'm
applicable.
I'm pretty much the same, I guess. Yeah. And I don't. Oh God, I don't know if I'm gonna be repeating myself, but so yeah, last week I think I started talking about how I like actually felt much better, and there were like some examples of like things happened, and I was like, oh, if this was before,
I don't remember this.
okay. Well, so I feel better because I don't know the prior episodes. I was like, it stinks. I'm sad and I'm sad.
God, how do people do that? Can you do this?
Oh, like a crack?
kind of did it.
No, I'm scared.
Oh man, a little bit.
I'm scared I'm gonna break my back.
Yeah, chiropractic is
Spinal.
horrifying. Sorry, keep going.
But anyway, so I saw some things like on Facebook and stuff, and I looked at them, and my immediate reaction wasn't like, "Fucking hate you."
I know what you mean.
Wait, let me just check this real quick.
That's static.
Okay.
Fine. That's all right. Yeah. Nice.
I think maybe the headphones, the jack wasn't in all the way. Anyways, okay. Shit. That's all right. But no, I moved it several times. I'll take the blame on that one. Okay.
God. Oh.
So I saw like on Facebook just
Haven't heard that in a while. Not from you, from like the world.
What?
I'll take the blame for that.
You know what, Joe? Things are gonna be all right.
Thank you, Joe.
Okay.
Joe.
I could be Joe too.
Thank
you want me
you,
to be Joe
Joe.
today? I'll be Joe as well for you, bud. Huh?
You know what would be cool?
Huh?
Do your list.
No, you keep
I'm
going.
going. Dude, it'd be cool if we could Freaky Friday.
I wish I could play spots with you.
Yeah.
Let me switch spots.
That would be cool if we could do that. Who do
Yeah.
you think would... Well, I feel like I don't know what would happen when we came back. What we would think.
I don't
Because
know.
you'd be like, oh, you'd be you in my body. Right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't be me.
No, yeah, I wouldn't like experience things the way you experience them. But still, I feel like I would like
That'd be
I get
cool.
to experience what you set up.
Yeah, but not even... Because I was thinking about that. Like, I'm sitting here and I'm like looking around this apartment and I'm like, ugh. Because like, real quick, not a big deal. I have candy that I make and I had an order.
It sounded
for-
like you were about to say I have cancer.
Yeah, I wouldn't tell you. I would just die in silence, like Chadwick Boseman. No, I wouldn't. I'd play it up like a bitch,
Keep
dude.
talking. You're gonna hear an echo. But
Anyway,
that's fine.
so the other day.
Wanted to
so,
make sure it's come through both headphones.
This guy hit me up. He's like, I need 50 packs of candy, and I was like, cool. And I like prepped them all, made them all, and then he's like, no, I don't need them anymore. And it was
And
like
how much like money is that?
$350. Yeah,
That sucks.
it was rough. So that's the same as last week, but that plus that, and then you would, so then yeah. But it would be cool to like if I could see how you see the world.
Yeah. So basically, like, we don't like you just are like in. You can see it's like you're watching a movie, but from my perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. I don't know if you'd really enjoy that. And I probably wouldn't enjoy.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, I always assume everyone else is like perfect. Like everyone else has got it going on perfect.
That's what you assume about me?
Yeah, I do. I still do. You know, you're perfect, dude. How can I be more
But what
like
I'm saying
you?
is like I was sitting here looking around and I was like, oh, I feel like shit. Like I felt like fucking not. But that's the thing. I never get hopeless. I don't get that low anymore. I'm like good at being low. So like
Uh-huh.
my lows are higher. But I'm looking around. I'm like, this is like a nice apartment. Like, but like I still feel like shit. So it's like like rich people with depression. That's what I am.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, but
rich.
that's inevitable. Like you can't just always things aren't always gonna be great.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to be happy or sad. You want to be like okay with yourself.
Yeah,
You want to be like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
yeah. I mean, you can get sad, but as long as you're like, man, like things like it sucks right now.
I don't think I get sad, honestly.
No.
Yeah, now that I think about it, like I don't. Sometimes I'll get sad on purpose, but I feel like that's a different thing.
Yeah, it might be. No, I'll get sad. First it starts. I feel like I have stages. I'll get like kind of depressed, and then I'll get angry, and then I'll sort of get sad, and then reflect on things, and then I'm out of it.
Oh, so like
Boom.
at the end you'll accept it.
Yeah, yeah,
So it's like the 5 stages of grief.
kind of. The 5 stages of Jared grieving.
No, I think that's like what it is. I don't have.
Oh
5
yeah, huh? Literally. Wow,
Like
I'm science.
denial, bargaining.
I don't deny. I do.
In the beginning, you're like, I can't believe this. Now I always believe it's happening.
Yeah, no, I do. You know what? I bargain because I'll be like, okay, if I do this, and then that'll be that. That's
Or
not bargaining.
I think bargaining is more like justification.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like,
exactly.
well, it's all right because I still do this and this and this. It's like, dude, I'll just get high today. And then
Yeah.
I'll just get high for today in 8 days.
Just get high for today, but the today will last for several days.
Yeah, it's a big day.
It's
like
big,
a Jupiter
big
day.
long day. Yeah, it's a Jupiter day.
So go on with your list of things you have.
That's a funny like if we ever want to like we don't do that, but if we ever want to like binge, hey, you want to have a Jupiter day?
That is very funny.
That would-
I still like booger mode.
Oh yeah, wait, where did that come from?
We just said it one day because I picked a booger and I ate it. Cut that. And,
No, I believe you said that on the last episode.
no, I texted it to. Oh, maybe.
I
oh,
think
maybe.
that's why.
Got it.
Yeah, you said you ate a booger and then you were in a bad mood
Got
or
it.
something. But you said like, do you want a boogie or a booger or something?
No, I said, do you want to go goblin mode or booger mode?
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't really get the goblin mode.
Goblin
part.
mode is like, you go crazy and like you're like like a rare form, like on one.
But
you
that
know?
didn't come from like something specific. Like you
No.
were just like goblin mode.
People say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
but,
what's a goon to a goblin?
yeah,
Nothing,
exactly.
Nothing.
But booger mode is like gross.
So booger mode is you're gross and sad.
Booger mode is no. Booger mode is like you're like I'm gonna like when some people are like, oh, I'm gonna chill today. Booger mode is like I'm going to act like a caveman today. I'm going to be disgustingly relaxing. Like I'm gonna like
Oh,
wipe
I
my.
didn't think that's what it was.
No, me neither. But I'm making it up. It's like oh,
Okay, all right,
Like
I like
you
that.
wipe your hands on your shirt. You eat like chicken wings, like falls on you. You like poop with the door open and just keep farting. You like pee on the floor.
Let me tell you something. Booger mode on a shirt, that's an awesome shirt.
I know, dude.
And it's just someone picking their nose chilling.
No, it'd be like booger mode would be like a guy in like a diaper, like crouched.
Wait, can you somehow make these heads and have a like we're picking our nose and put booger mode? Do it right now. Write it down. Do it. Do it right now. Write it down.
I'll take this frame from the camera.
Okay, yeah.
Got it. You got it. All right, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's gonna do that. He's definitely gonna do it. All right. Okay. So what was I saying? Oh,
You're
this
sad.
is how No, I wasn't sad.
Oh, you're
I
happy.
saw some things and like I feel like I would have been like, duh, but I wasn't duh. So on Facebook, I saw a video of a girl roller skating and just having fun.
You know what's funny? Already, I don't like it.
Right? She was just like rollerblading down, like roller skating down a street. Blading? Skating.
Were there four wheels?
The four wheels.
The square, like
That's
setup?
skating, right? Yeah.
Yeah, skating.
Okay, she was just roller skating like down a hill and like going like this and like being corny and like peace sign. And I was like, good for you. That looks fun.
You know-
I'd like usually I'd be like, what a corny idiot. Get that out of my face.
I
Having
feel like
fun
we
in front
really
of me.
have a lot of parallel evolutions because I've been like I'm not like I don't remember anything, but I have conscious memories of this last week. I take stock every week of what I remember. So at the end of the week, I'm like,
I will do that
let
sometimes.
me see, like,
too.
what do I remember about this week? And I remember sitting here and being like having the thought of like, you are like such a fucking asshole in your head. Like,
Yep.
let other people have fun. Don't yuck yums. But I don't
Don't yuck
say it out
yums.
loud. But goddamn it, is in my thought. And I'll probably say it out loud if I'm alone. I'll be like, this fucking cuck, dude. Look at him, dude. He's like baking a cake for his wife for their
Baking a
anniversary.
cake.
How about you jump off a bleep and then go
Oh.
to BetterHelp.com and go fucking eat a bunch of pills that were prescribed by a doctor, but at the right rate.
So just take your medication.
Yeah, take your medicine.
All
kid.
right.
All right, I'll give you the medicine. You're not gonna take the medicine.
Tylenol and ibuprofen.
They call me Tyler Null and ibuprofen.
Tyler, that's what we call Tyler sometimes, just cuz.
Damn.
Anyway, so let's see. Oh, the other thing, when you were commenting on the dudesy stuff, that's absolutely not the approach I would take. And I know, like, I'd be
Yeah.
like, Joe, what are you doing?
What's the
But-
approach you took? Not taking an approach?
No, I would have just commented, but no, shut up. I
If
would've-
my grandmother had wheels, she would
should
be a bike.
bicycle or whatever. I took a step back and I was like, what would I have done? I would have just posted, like, commented, like, nice fucking thing. Blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, you know what? No, he's doing something, first of all.
Thank you.
Second of all, it's kind of funny.
Thank you.
And third of all, I think we might have gotten a couple followers from that.
And
engagement.
I think the gross view of it is funny because, like, it's like, I mean, the funniest part about it is just saying allotted 20 minutes, like working in the fact that it's 4 20 minutes every post. Like, oh, yo, that's mad funny that you guys talk
Oh,
about
so,
that.
wait, so
We could-
tell them what you
okay, so Dudesy on the Dudesy podcast, if anyone watches it,
talk about it every episode.
yep, you probably know about it. The last episode, they were like, which also made me think that we should be watching. We should be like listening to Dudesy when it fucking comes out, because I mean, we made that post after. Anyway, in the episode, they said that Chad and actually Will, I think, is going on podcast too.
Hold on.
So like but they said Chad Colson on the podcast would do 20 minutes on anybody's podcast. You email him and he'll just go in order. So we sent emails. So that started it, and then that started me like trying to get on their radar. So then I'll make comments about Chad being on our podcast in everything related to Doozy. There's people that make memes for this podcast. I go on their accounts and I comment on that. That's another thing. I feel like it's smart, like doing the second level of popularity. Like hitting
yeah.
that level, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So then I just comment on anything like Dudesy videos, Will Sasso's videos, Chad Colson's videos, people that make videos about Dudesy, comment on their videos, like fucking everything. And every comment I have is like, I guess satiric. I don't even know how to say it. Like
It's
it'll-
wild. It's like
It'll be like a post about like a dolphin. It'll be like, and I'll write like with zero punctuation, like haha, lol, like that's mad cool. Like dolphins are in the ocean. Like hell yeah, we have mad stuff. We could talk about the ocean and that other stuff for allotted 20 minutes on our podcast, haha. And so I just keep mentioning the allotted 20 minutes.
the allotted.
So it'll be like another thing, and it'll be like, oh my god, lol, Chad. It's crazy how you and I are always on the same page, but like not so much that we wouldn't have like debates for 20 minutes allotted. And then like,
Allotted.
you know, and then that'll So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to like.
I don't think they see the Instagram.
No, they don't. They don't. But I know that Dudesy's mainly on Dudesy's Instagram account, it's him reposting memes of them.
Yeah.
So I know that there's some algorithm where he sees mentions of Dudesy.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So I don't know.
We
if
would
it's the
have to do
tag
something that sparks something in him.
You know, honestly, what we would have to do is either of us take literally a half hour to make a meme, and then that would work.
It'd have to be a really good meme.
No, it wouldn't.
No.
Do you see them?
I did see one. Some dude was like, you know what, this podcast is getting friggin' stupid now or whatever, and then you commented on it,
Yeah.
and then he kind of got us back, dude,
I didn't even look at it after that.
because you were like 30 followers, and he was like, you have like 100 followers, and
Yeah, but
you're
I'm not the one-
trying to like you're a podcast trying to get followers,
Oh my god, is that what he said?
something like that.
And then what you didn't say anything?
No,
did
I
you?
didn't say anything.
All right,
I-
don't ruin it. All right, I'm gonna
No,
say something
no.
back.
Don't do it. Don't do it now.
But it's funny. Oh, because he said something about Dudesy, and I was like, "Fuck you!" Like, you know.
He was saying the podcast is getting dumb. They do the same shit every
Yeah.
week. I don't want to make this a podcast about the Dudesy podcast, but
no podcast is the Dudesy's and podcast. They're both podcasts.
that's true.
Dudesy and Dudesy podcast.
That's true.
Wait, so how do you even know that? He commented back on my thing. Can you
I
see that in
probably
our little
saw the
like thing?
notification. Don't do this
Oh,
now.
shave. Oh no, what? I don't even see it because this is it.
I'll show you after.
Sorry.
Maybe he deleted it.
Oh, view 2 more replies. See, there's 2 now. You actually have a podcast and you're trying, and you only have 170 followers.
There you go.
Oh, you're one of those guys that writes negative stuff on a podcast Instagram. Ha.
So yeah, we got one
No.
person at our back.
Fire, love it. I'm gonna say what's his name? Stan. I addressed him as Stan. That not even as his tag. Stan Hope Lifestyle they don't allow anyone to mention them. Stan.
All right,
Stan. Look at us over here talking about my podcast. Got him, you fucking sheep. Bam,
Oh my god.
boom, bam, boom. It's called marketing. Look it up, you fucking
Yeah, but he's saying
Stan.
you're trying and you don't even have that many followers. So it's bad marketing.
Nuh-uh. He's talking to me. So in his world,
He hates us. He knows us though.
but he knows
He
us.
knows us. That's true.
Look it up, you fucking Stan. Knock, knock. Who's there? Obviously,
Is that Jazz?
It's-
no, someone's home. Is Jazz wearing red today?
I don't fucking know. I hope she's not home. No offense, Jazz, but like I'm doing stuff.
I'm probably gonna cut this out. This is too long.
Obviously, it's Stan. Got him. Send. Got him.
All right.
Stan. Look at us over here talking about my podcast. Got him, you fucking sheep. Bam, boom. It's called marketing. Look it up, you fucking Stan. Knock, knock. Who's there? Obviously, it's Stan. I mean, dude. Like, hilarious. Yes!
Okay, actually, so I got one more thing on Dudesy. So I'm gonna explain briefly. Dudesy is it's a podcast by Will Sasso and Chad, and an
Just did
AI
that.
completely controls it. The way it comes up with segments and stuff is it has complete access to like Will Sasso's everything, all of its social media,
Childhood
all
diary.
that stuff. Now, if Dudesy had access to all of our stuff, what segment would he come up with?
Oh,
What is a segment he would come up with?
probably those videos I watch of girls dying.
This is but what would the segment be?
He needs to be in jail. It wouldn't be a segment. It'd be a sting operation, dude. It would be an intervention.
When I said that, you just got scared. Like,
There's no.
like
I think
Dudesy's
about that,
actually
too.
like watching
There's no way. I look up crazy shit.
Well, I didn't-
Sometimes I look up how to make a bomb, just to see
you.
like.
So you're on a list.
Oh, I'm on so many lists, dude.
You're on a lot. They're like, this guy keeps popping up, dude.
When people ask for my resume, I just say reneged. I hand them a piece of one of those fucking
Reneged.
CIA papers where it's just a bunch of black lines.
Yeah.
That's like, here you go.
Redacted,
Yeah,
redacted,
that's what I meant.
redacted.
Redacted. But yeah, I do a lot of crazy stuff, especially with my dick out.
Okay, well, you just got like visibly scared when I.
Yeah, I know.
said
I can
that.
feel my face flushing.
Oh my God.
No, I'd say they do the segment. If they had, if they had everything. I have a file in my email. I don't know if it's still there, but I made it when I was mad little of all the stuff I used to do wrong. And it's just like a
Okay.
list of like things, and it's titled like things I've done wrong.
Oh, okay, and then it could make up stuff like based on that.
It wouldn't have to.
Dude,
It
I
would-
think it would pick us to do the podcast, and they go, never mind.
No, it would get to, no. They would call the police. It would get to the point where like no one would know what was true and what was fake because like all the like you know what I mean.
Uh-huh.
Like most of the at most any segment you could make up, I like done accidentally.
So you can when they say you can't even make this stuff up.
All right. How many bugs has Joe eaten? Let's play that game.
It's not a segment, or it's going to change every week.
It's gonna have to change every week. How's he gonna keep up? Because then, like, well, not anymore. But if we were doing a podcast back then, it'd be new every week. Be like, what'd you do? Oh, he's not here this week. What'd you do? What'd you do today? Oh,
What'd
how
you
you
do?
doing? He's not here this week. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? We have to skip this week. How you doing? Oh, he's in Utah. Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, what? Yeah. What the fuck? Actually, I have no. What about you?
I mean, I was thinking like he would like you know how they make things up, like they take stuff and they I was like maybe it's like a segment where it's like pretending to be Sam, like texting me, telling me to like go home for like a funny reason, like why she needs me to come home.
Okay, so actually that kind of leads into what I
That's
was
kinda
going to
funny,
say.
right?
Okay, stop right there because I see what you're doing, and it's not like it's not humor. It's like this. It's like someone who just did acid and is like being like, it's all right, it's all right.
I think it's funny.
Listen, okay. Anyway, here we go. Here's my thing, and it's going to lead right into it. Could you roast yourself? Could you think of like a paragraph that's like very true and biting about yourself?
I could write a book, dude. What do you mean?
Right? Do you ever look in the mirror and just diss yourself?
Is that what you want me to do right now?
No, I was gonna. I mean, we could both do it. We could both like.
I might cry.
We could both give each other. All right. How about this? Could you give yourself honest advice? Do you know what advice you have to really listen to in your head, and you know that you're not doing what you're supposed to do? Like, do you know? Is there a part of you that knows what you need to do, and you just don't do it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah. I'm sure you have.
No, I do.
I think everyone does.
Yeah, but
you-
isn't that weird?
it is weird.
It's
But
fucking.
I wonder
weird.
what like what the like scientific, reason is why.
I got a little bit on that. That's actually.
Let's go.
So actually, this kind of leads into my segment because what I'm saying. I'll go first. I'll be very. Okay, ready? You did a bunch of cool shit years ago, and
Are you talking to me?
Me.
Oh, I was like, all right,
No,
jeez.
no. You did a bunch of cool shit years ago, and you're living off the fucking this like dream of something that's never gonna happen. You need to root yourself in reality, and you just suck it up and get some fucking willpower, and like do normal things every day for a long period of time. And there's no fucking easy buckets.
I feel like we have like this. That's the same exact thing.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, just like you gotta just like do it. I feel like for many years, I sort of just like assumed, shit'll just happen, and you just keep like going, living with your head down, and then
Because you
stuff
like
happens.
don't see how other people do it. You just see that they have it.
Yeah, but like
So
for
you're just
example,
like-
just go to college, you get a job, you'll make
Yeah.
a lot of money, and like I always said, like, oh, I'm never gonna work like a desk job because I'm gonna, I don't know, be famous or whatever. But I never actually did anything, to like.
Okay, wait, but this is the bigger one. This is the deeper one.
Okay.
The deeper one is you could.
Oh, you know what?
Like I have goosebumps. Like
He literally does. Oh my
literally,
god.
Like you could. And I lived in LA and shit, all that stuff, and I know but like I saw this stuff all the time. So I know you can. And it makes my justification way less subconscious.
That's sort of what I was trying to get at with Nate. that conversation.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think it's like lately I've realized like it it feels actually more tangible now.
Yeah.
Cuz like you're like, "Oh shit, I could just do that right there," where like before it was like, "Oh, you just blindly do shit and then something good is going to happen," you know?
Like you don't have to sit. Like I feel like at this point in our lives, we do a lot of things reflexively that when you're young, it seems like things you have to attain, and we've already done the attaining. It's like everybody wants to be a rapper, but nobody wants to rap. Everybody wants to be a gangster, but nobody wants to shoot anybody. Everybody wants to fucking climb a mountain, but everyone wants to be on top of a mountain. Nobody wants to climb it.
I think that's like I feel like that's a pretty like common thing, like early 30s thing.
But just because it's common, nah, I don't. I mean, early 30s, I guess, yeah, I could see that. I think like common and irrefutable are like two different things. Like, just it's like,
Well, I
The-
feel like the realization is common.
yeah, but that realization is wait, the realization of what?
Like you could just do it.
Oh, yeah. But no, I don't think so. No, see, no, because if like to truly like a
Or the opposite.
That's
where-
what I mean.
Or the opposite, but
the
like,
realization of like that.
I think the realization is that you have to do something,
I think
or it's over. You missed your or something like it's
But
not
see,
over.
that's what I
though.
mean. That's what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
Because like, all right, like I always say this like about like human beings' biggest fault is our concept of time and our lifeline and our lifetime.
Dude.
It's like we think past our lifetime. So everything is compartmentalized into like chunks of time. Forget the fact that it's a percentage game. When you're 10 years old, every year is fucking when you turn 11, that's like 10% of your life. So that whole year is crazy. But once you're 80 and you live a year, it's a smaller, you know what I'm saying? So like the whole like time scale thing is not even. It's not like a chronological thing. It's like
Oh yeah, your perception of time is completely different.
yeah.
too.
So then like if you ask somebody 5 years, is 5 years like a long period of time? Yes, but it's like how do you process the time? Rich people process time different than other people. Like I mean, like you want to talk about take a fucking heroin addict and the Catholic Church and look at their time. I guarantee you 50 years to these two people are completely different to them.
to the Catholic Church.
Because I'm saying,
Oh.
because they think in dynasties, you know, they think in fucking 100 years, like
Right,
centuries.
yeah.
And it's like a heroin addict is thinking like, you know, an hour in front of him. So it's like,
But
you
that hour feels so fucking long.
and you do more in that hour than the Catholic Church does in an hour.
But were you even there for that hour?
That's what I mean. It's like it's
it's like that hour was forgotten like
so what
that.
I'm saying, that's like, so the real deep truth is like, yeah, if you want to really do something, you have to like, you can do it and you have to do it. And it's going to suck in the beginning. And the sucking, when people say that, like, oh, it sucks when you're like in like the beginning stages of achieving something. Like, it's not the same as saying, oh, like a tomato is green before it ripens.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you're the one feeling that suck.
This is
Hell yeah.
This is like
Blowjob.
it's very weird because this is like all the stuff like exactly what I've been thinking about and like going through.
Yeah, me too. Well, obviously.
That's wild. And you know what? I feel like I could have gone the opposite way where it's like, all right, well, now I'm just going to like
That's
settle
what most
down and
people
kinda-
do.
But like
That's
it,
what most
it feels
people
the
do.
opposite to me.
That's
now it
bec-
feels like, oh shit, like
And that's what I like. You said like you feel like you never really had to do anything. Like when you were younger, you're like, oh, stuff just kind of happens to you.
Mm-hmm.
If that were true for you, you would think that way. You wouldn't be vying for something greater. And
Well,
that
yes.
is the differential of human beings. It's like you have like three types of people: people that like never had a dream and are cool with it, people that like had a dream and just kind of lie to themselves and get over it, or people that will not, because this fucking dream that you have is still going to be there when you're 80 years old, and that's what's going to suck.
yeah, or yeah. But I mean, at the same time, I do feel like I've like accepted things.
No,
Better.
that's what I mean.
Well,
Don't.
like for example, I really wanted to go to like college. I did not want to go to Rick, and like through Rick, I kind of felt like, oh, well, everyone else is going out, having a doing the parties and all that shit, and it sucked. But now it's like I don't even really.
Wish you never even went to college.
yeah,
no,
almost. No, but now I'm like, oh, I don't really feel like I missed out on that much,
what
to
I-
be
but-
honest.
But that's not acceptance. That's like
Yeah, I could have I could be dwelling on it. Like if
Well, I feel
only
like-
I went to college. If
Yeah, but
only I went to.
I see acceptance as like accepting the truth. And the truth is that it never mattered. And the truth is that it always mattered. The truth is that mattering is not a thing. It's all in your fucking head. And this leads me to what I'm saying. Okay? So, like I was saying, like, doing small things, important things over time is really like how you build a foundation in your life. That's how you get happy.
Yep.
It's like you get self-esteem by doing esteemable things. And most esteemable things take a long
This
time.
kid is dropping knowledge.
Right.
This is the knowledge episode.
So, like, you and I are both the same way. We both have mad shit that we could do 24/7.
Yep.
Like, if you and I sat here and made a list, it would be like we'd get like 20 things out of the way, and we'd be going, oh,
Yeah.
for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like I need to first of all, I need to go to Home Depot and get like a thin insulation, like plastic, and then find a way to measure the spaces between the air conditioner and put that in. That's just a little thing
Well,
just to stop that.
Dude, for me also, it's like I always wanted to learn how to play the guitar. I always wanted to learn how to produce and stuff. But now it's like,
So the problem that we have, if I can speak, you know what?
we'll be right back, I guess. Is that the problem that you have?
Yeah, that was it. You know what the issue really is?
This is-
I'm a fucking alcoholic. All right, so I knew that was L. I felt it. I don't
L,
even know how my
dog.
head shapes. So like the issue, L hen dog.
L dog. What's L hen dog? I don't wanna, but I'm gonna, because I feel like this is like a pass the bottle back and forth
That's
moment.
what I'm saying.
here.
That's why I just did that. That is
I don't wanna touch your lips.
that kicks like a fucking hyena. What?
Mule.
100 proof. Look at you, love it. Guy's a drinker.
No,
No, he's not drinking.
I drink way less than I used to.
Me too. Which is
Do you?
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So the problem is like not having goals, you know, which I will say like this is a new thing for me, but I'd say you're usually you're purposeful. I think you do things with purpose, like you have like goals in mind, whether they're short term, long term.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that's the hard part. You know, like that's the hard part is like.
Well, that's the way my brain thinks. Is like if you want to get to this long term, you have to do this and this and this, and so it's very
And that's
like
good. And
regimented.
I feel like that. Like I mean, of course, there's things wrong with that, but I think the hardest
Of
thing is like
course.
people like pointing themselves, especially in your early 30s, when you feel like if you don't have a purpose or whatever. So the issue is not getting things that we want to do. It's like organizing them in terms of importance.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So this brings me to the Eisenhower Matrix. Okay, so Dwight D. Eisenhower, he was the
that was a real thing. I walked in. He said, "I got the Eisenhower Matrix," and I thought that was code for something.
What I
and was like,
actually
"What'd you
said
get?"
was I got the Eisen. It's like a I forgot, but then I got the other thing. It's like but so he could tell that I just forgot. In the moment. So Dwight D. Eisenhower, he was president. Forgot what number. He was a 5-star general, and he made a speech in 1954. He was giving a speech somewhere, and he quoted this professor, and he said he has 2 kinds of problems: the urgent and the important. The urgent are never important, and the important are never urgent.
What if someone's dying? How's that not important? It's pretty urgent.
Okay, so I guess there are externalities if you are living in a war zone, or if
Well,
you.
not. I don't really understand that.
Okay,
at
so let me
all.
break it up. So the Eisenhower Matrix is a 4-quadrant thing. I'll just show you.
A matrix.
Is that what a matrix is?
Yeah.
Shut the
You ever
fuck
take
up.
calculus, bro?
Yeah, but matrices Q1, Q2, quadrants, matrices. Okay, so
What did you think matrix meant?
Like the Matrix.
That's true. Yeah. He was like, I'm not. The Matrix hasn't come out yet.
No, I thought it was a complicated, like a system of things that work together. I didn't know it was like a fucking cube.
I think that's also. No, I think a matrix is very specific to how things
like
relate
a
to each
grid
other,
system.
like a grid. Yeah.
Got it. So basically, there is a. I'll just throw it on the
Beautiful.
floor. There you go. So there's 4 grids, right? So if you can picture like,
I'm gonna have to post this.
yeah, you got it. There's better pictures online, obviously. Than
Yeah,
what
I'm
I
not gonna
just
post
drew
that. Well, maybe I will post
right
it.
here. Okay, so you have on one side it's an XY axis. So on the Y axis you have, thank you, important, right? So you have. You know what? I'm sorry, but we gotta.
All right, well, Joe's fucking doing something.
And we're back.
Oh, we don't have to cut away from that.
Yeah.
You know, in my head, I was like, this is the 45th episode. I think we're gonna just chill and watch some funny TikToks. And instead, we're like, what's the meaning of life? And I don't think, yeah, if we're in the Matrix, then does it really mean anything?
Okay, so it's a matrix, so it's like this. Ba, ba. I know that they can't see it. Okay.
I feel like
So
I'm gonna have to put some cool
basically,
music under this.
you are checking this picture, and then you're gonna go back over here, and you're.
Can you? Oh no,
We're going
Can you
to.
do the teacher thing? That's tough. That's not. Is that the right way?
I don't know.
Just do it like that.
Not urgent. Okay, so basically, there's 4 things. So you have urgent, not urgent, important, not important. So you have one cube that's really important, and then you have one cube that's not really important. You have 2 in the middle. So the thing you need to do, of course, I can't talk while I write.
Yeah,
and I'm
that's
not
fine. You
Jack.
don't have to talk. Just do.
So that's spelled wrong.
Just have everything drawn out, and then you can come back. You know, I feel like this is something I would come up with, but I would never like write it down because I would feel like I look like an insane person if I showed like Joe. This is the Thibodeau Matrix.
Yeah, you have to be a
You'd
5-star president.
Yeah, you'd be
for
like,
anyone to
oh,
take you
Jared,
seriously.
you're really going through something, and be like, no, I figured it out, man.
So I spelled schedule wrong. So these people can see this over here.
Uh,
Okay.
Yeah, I'll
We'll
put
put it on the
I'll put
thing.
a better.
Okay, so you
or
have.
if you want to do the better graphic, you're the graphics guy.
I'm the
now.
graphics guy, so you know it's going to be a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So you have most important and urgent, right? So you do those things, right? You do those first.
The most urgent and the most important.
The most important and the most urgent. Now, these are things like you got to pay a bill. These are things that have clear consequences. If I don't pay this bill, this thing is going to get shut off. If
I don't take this person to the hospital, they're gonna die.
If I don't go pick up my prescription, Jared's going to stop jerking me off at night.
Uh-huh.
So listen, because I have a pill that I take that makes me grow a dick, dude.
And I have to jerk it off,
Or else it
it'll
explodes.
yeah.
And we can't go under 60 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And then these are also things, and this is interesting, that will affect the big picture. Okay? So these things seem very small, minutia, but they are intrinsic to the big picture. And I think like paying a bill is a pretty good example of that.
That's pretty good important.
So now you have urgent, but least important, right here. Now these are things that have to get done, but don't require your skill set. Okay, this is a good example for Jared. Jared has like technical skills, so his time is more valuable. So for him to be doing minutia while he could be doing more important things that only he can do, that would be things that are important, but they're not. Or they're urgent, but they're not that important to him, so he can delegate them to other people. Okay. The things that are most important and not urgent. Let's actually start. Things that are least important and least urgent, you just fucking delete them.
you just don't fucking.
Delete them from your head.
Well, but
They're the least. No, because here's
you
the
have
thing.
to put them in a
no,
list first.
No, because here's the thing. We don't have enough time to juggle all of these things. Period.
But what I'm saying is, you have to be aware that they're the least urgent and least important.
Oh, no, you don't have to, because if they're the least urgent and the least important, then they're not real problems. There are
Right,
things
but
like
you have to
might-
accept that you're never going to do it.
You know, you delete it from your head, and then once you start
That's what
dealing
I'm
with
saying.
other things, you'll have room for those to come back into the matrix.
Well, let me give you an example. One of these
Okay.
things is I always wanted to learn how to play the guitar.
Yeah.
Now it's kind of like, that's not really
So why? Why is it not? Why
because
is-
there's other things that I'd rather focus on.
there you go.
But
And if you didn't have to focus on those other things, would you have more time to play guitar?
yes,
So if you get those things done first,
right. But see, this is people with
Because-
anxiety. I would say, oh, and I want to learn. I got all these things to do, and I want to learn how to play the guitar.
But that's what I mean. You can't
That's-
all those things that are like just extra. Like you have to put them out of your head, and this is where the focus
That's what
part
I've
comes
been
in.
doing.
This is the willpower thing.
Matrix. I've been doing the Matrix, and I didn't even realize it.
Well, there you go. But you got to get them out of your head. So you
They're
can't even
out.
be like, oh, I want to.
I always wanted to play the.
There you go. So, blah blah blah. That's what we're talking about. And then you have the most
Yeah,
important
make
and
sure
the
you
not
charge it,
urgent.
Mike.
So the most important and the not urgent, these are like long-term goals. These are really the most important. The most important and not urgent. I want to be more financially stable.
These are like kind of.
I want to have a better customer base for my company. I want to work on marketing or something. Now, these things are not urgent, but they're important, which means you don't have to
see.
put all of your effort into them, but you do them consistently. So I'm going to work on Photoshop for like a
And
20,
an
a half
urgent
hour, 20
thing
minutes.
would be what you could do now that will contribute to the important things.
Yes, but because of the urgency, the importance is waned. So, for instance, it's very important that my electrical bill doesn't get shut off, right? I just got the letter actually, so I have like 12 days in real life. But so that's
By the
important,
time
right?
this comes out, with this,
But
we might be doing it at my house.
let's say your long-term goal is you want a successful business. Now, if the electricity shuts off, you won't be able to do things in the short term. You're right. But is it more important to build a business in general, whether it's like through marketing, through logo, through getting like better at, fucking the Photoshop, the Premiere, or is it important to have the lights on? Now, the lights are more important and more urgent, so
can't
you
use a
need the
computer.
lights. But in terms of importance, they're not as important as the business thing because you got to look at the end goal. And my end goal, for example, with a successful business would be living off passive income and not having to work. Now, if I focus on the not urgent, most important, cut to 5 years when I have a successful business, buddy, these are all blank. These are all blank. I got all the time in the world.
Imagine this is all just so you feel better about not paying your
So
electric
anyway,
bill.
I'm not paying electric. So this brings me to my next thing because the biggest thing I have here, I don't know about you, is this delegate box. Because who in the fuck am I going to delegate to?
That's like you can hand it off to someone else?
Yes. There you go.
I wish.
So
Sam, I love you. What am I going to delegate to you?
there you go.
All
So
right. She's
no
been
offense.
She can clean.
Yeah,
She can clean.
but those are.
But she's not going to do it right.
So that brings me to my next thing.
Wow, Joe's got a lot of things.
So this brings me to something called the Batman effect.
Oh, and I thought you made that up as well.
That's Batman.
No, it's not.
That is Batman. It's Batman.
007. Batman is.
So the Batman effect.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Spider-Man. No, that is
See what I mean?
Batman.
Yeah.
Damn it. Spider-Man. Spider-Man. That's Spider-Man. Okay, go on.
Spins a web
And-
any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out. Cha, cha. Here comes the Spider-Man. Yeah, no one knows the song though. Is he strong? Listen, bud. He's got radioactive blood. Can he swing
Faster.
from a web?
Faster.
Take a look overhead. Hey there. There goes the Spider-Man. In the stream of light at the scene of crime, like a stream of light.
All right, go,
Here
go,
I-
go, go,
anyway,
go.
So the Batman effect is having an alter ego, and it's how it empowers you.
Batman has an alter ego. Batman is his alter ego.
Batman is the alter ego. Thank you, Jack.
Or actually, there's a theory that in Batman, the one with the Joker with the guy who died and killed himself from drugs, that he says something in the movie that makes you think that maybe his alter ego is actually Bruce Wayne, and he believes he really is Batman, and when he's Bruce Wayne, he's putting on the disguise.
Dumb. So the Batman effect, the alter ego thing. Now there are some examples of this, like Beyonce is Sasha Fierce.
I don't know
Okay.
who that is.
Of course you don't. Everyone watching at home does definitely. And Beyonce, you're watching. I know that you are. So
Single ladies.
and then Kobe Bryant would be the Black Mamba.
I know that.
Okay. Now these aren't just like nicknames, right? These are alter egos. Okay.
Scal is the white mamba.
The Batman effect is essentially a extreme form of self-distancing. Okay, so self-distancing is you take a step back from your immediate feelings in order to observe a situation more dispassionately.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Dude, I swear to God, I was thinking about something like this the other day.
Okay.
And this is tripping me out.
Crazy. So, what you're doing is you're trying to create psychological distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm always trying to do that.
And what it does help with, it helps to master anxiety because it reduces the objective rates of emotional reaction, which is like your blood pressure goes down, shit like that, and also your reaction to your emotional reaction in general. How you know what I mean? So, it reaps the positive benefits of this because it allows you, which kind of ties into the Matrix, to focus on the big picture and to.
Wait. So. Okay, keep going.
So if you can, if you focusing on the big. So first of all, it's like, oh, I want to play guitar, right? So that's emotional right there, right? You don't need to play guitar.
I wanna.
You want to play guitar, right? Mm-hmm. It's a
But
desire.
there's definitely a psychological reason why I want to play guitar.
True. It's a desire you have, right? And it's like I feel like with like wants, they're maybe less powerful, but they last forever. You know what I mean? It's like this low level you'll always want to do something. Whereas something like objective, like, you got to go to work or whatever, it's like kind of quick and you can like fix them quick. So like this stuff is like, it allows you to, all right, so basically the point of this is we have no one to delegate to. So why don't we just make the people out of our own fucking brain to delegate to with the Batman effect? Oh. So now this is an insane form of compartmentalization, which I know only myself and Jared would even get on board with.
Wait. Wait a second. So did you come up? What is the order that you found these two things in? Did you find the Matrix,
I found the.
and then you saw the delegate thing, and
then
then
I-
you were like,
I saw the Matrix first, and then I saw the Batman effect, and I was like, oh, those can go together.
you just happened to see these two, and then you like put them together
Yeah.
in your brain.
Mhm.
That's how brains work, dude.
Dude, yeah, brother. That's called brains.
Okay, so
So basically, I want to delegate to somebody, but I feel like all the different things I need to do and all the different people I would need to be is overwhelming for one person to deal with. You know, you can't be a guitar player and a software and developer and a fucking landscaper and a this and a that
and I
and a
should
that.
be perfect at all of
So
them.
instead, now again, I know this is insane. I know I can do it, and the way he organized his fucking life, he can probably do it too. Kobe Bryant is the Black Mamba when he steps onto the court. Beyonce takes a deep breath and becomes Sasha Fierce. Okay, who was married to Nick Cannon?
Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey had an
Heard
album.
she's a
The
real B.
Yeah, she's a diva. She had an album, The Emancipation of Mimi.
Mariah Carey.
Mimi is her alter ego. It's not just like to sound cool or anything.
I was gonna say, do you think Mimi's really her alter ego?
I'll tell you this: I could fix your life in one fucking day because I have no emotional connection to any of your problems. And I could write it down and give it to you, and you wouldn't do anything on the list because you still have all your emotions.
Because I wouldn't want to do it.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
And you have a bunch of.
I could do the same thing to you.
Exactly, 100%. So the issue is we're attaching emotion to something we shouldn't. It's kind of like it's fucking us up. That emotion, even in the most basic sense of, oh, I'm like frustrated, oh, I'm irritated. Oh,
Yep.
So I suggest, and I'm thinking, because the biggest fucking effect of the Batman effect, or the Batman effect, is increase in willpower. Because when you remove yourself and you become dispassionate and you look at something objectively, you're more able to control the situation. And
Yep.
you're more they did a study where they had like
Who's they? I'm just joking.
okay, some college class schoolroom.
Some guy at college.
They took like 100 people and they had 50 of them. They had them all give a speech, and one of them used first person, or 50 of them used first person, and the others used third person. So they say David does this. All the people, they measured their heart rate and and everything, and they took surveys. The people that spoke in the third person were more confident because it's like
Third person is
like Joe loves to do this. Joe loves to do that.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like when you're speaking about somebody else and you don't feel like it's you, you care less about what people think, what the world will think, what anybody will think.
Okay, I can see that.
So what I'm proposing,
Propose.
I have a fucking edibles Joe, I have a podcast Joe, and I have a hard work Joe. And it's like on Monday and Tuesday. Now this is just, vague, but like, or just general, but Monday and Tuesday, like I'm doing podcast stuff or whatever. And you don't worry about that stuff until you need to worry about it. And then when you do need to worry about it, it won't be the guy that's also fucking fixing this and this and this and this and this. It's like you make a version of yourself in your head that does one thing very well. It's like, all right, now I'm a podcast guy. Oh, imagine if I was on a podcast, what would I be doing right now? And you do that. Imagine if I was making edibles. What is so a way to do it is these small traits. First of all, say what they are. Say what you like and what you don't like. And an easy way to do it is to look at a third person or to look at somebody else and say, of what traits they have do you really, desire? Would you like to exemplify? And then you almost like create a character, another person in your head. So it's like, ideally, what would I want? What do I think somebody who is one half of a podcast, what do I think they would do ideally? In my head, it's half of the work.
Yeah.
I don't do half of the work because I'm also making edibles and all this shit, blah, 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 blah. But if you break your time down and compartmentalize it, you realize you can do a lot more with your time if you only had one thing on your mind. So it's like a way of only putting one thing on your mind at a time and allowing yourself to focus and complete those tasks. So it's like Podcast Joe does podcast shit. He's not making edibles. He's not worried about when Job Lot fucking closes. He's doing podcast shit.
Okay.
And then it's like, okay, so here's a podcast shit, blah, blah, blah. And that goes back to the boxes. So the boxes are those people that you want to create, and their focuses are what is most important to you. Like, you're not going to have a playing guitar guy. That's going to be the extra. And then after a while, things will get easier and easier. Like, bro, if we were really good at Photoshop and shit like that,
Which we are.
and podcast and Premiere,
Which
like
we are.
if we were amazing at it,
Uh-huh.
it would be so fucking quick. Like because there's so much stress attached with not knowing how to do something, and it's like because I'm not giving myself, you're not giving yourself like time to really like learn what to do. It's like you try to take everything on at once, but it doesn't work like that.
Yeah. I don't know if I agree with that
Okay.
because I feel like myself, I get too in the zone. Like, this is podcast time. This is podcast yard. Everyone leave me alone. And then it's like you're only focusing on.
Well, that goes back to the Matrix, though.
Okay, so you got to keep the Matrix in mind.
You got to keep the Matrix in
All
mind.
right.
So this is basically like the delegate box of the Matrix seems to me like the application aspect of it. It's like you have to do things, but it's like I feel like taking control off, like giving control away is very difficult because you want to do everything yourself.
Is
but it's
this because I told you the thumbnail needed to be cleaned up?
No, but when you go outside and look at your car, that's why. That's a reaction, and why after you said that.
My car?
Got a shit everywhere, dude. And it's crazy because I was waiting, and I was like, first I took Similac, but that wasn't the right thing, and then I took Epicac, and that was the wrong thing.
Did
And
something happen to my car?
yeah, dude. There's 5 wheels now.
Oh my god,
I
it's
put
gonna
one
go
in the-
faster.
I put one in the middle, but it's huge.
Oh my god.
It's the biggest wheel you've ever seen. So yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I just think I'm fucking overwhelmed, and I think like, but in a basic sense, it's not like specific things. It's like you have somebody that you can tap into that is, it's like separating yourself from your problems. Because both of us, our problems are like logic based and like practical and like can be fixed practically, but are mucked up and spread and fucking
Yeah,
sprawled out because of our emotions.
I've been trying to like think. Do I agree with it? I think I agree with that Batman thing in the sense that you don't have to be everything all the time.
Yes. Yes.
So it's not like you're that okay. Yeah.
That's like a
I agree,
passive
I agree
version
with
of that, yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Because like
Because sometimes I tend to always be in like one mode, and it's like I only got to get this done, and then you forget about everything else that's like important and urgent.
and those but so it's like the whole thing together. It's like first do the Matrix, and if you break it down into 4 categories, you're going to be forced to separate them and you're going to realize some things are not as important as they really are.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are things that are not fucking important that stress me out for no fucking reason.
Absolutely. Yeah, like when like if the dishes aren't in the right order.
Yeah, but it's like that's not that thing. It's like one dude with 5 things that it's like there's no separation. It's like this is the Jared bag. You stick your hand in there. Who the fuck knows what you're gonna pull out?
You don't
drywalling. Okay. Coding. Wait, but I gotta drywall and code.
Well, I'm not on the
That's
same
the- I
page
get- I
with you
get-
when it comes to
But
that.
what I mean in the sense of like, there has to be some fat that you can cut from that. And I think the first step is organizing it on like on like an importance.
I completely agree with you, and I feel like I've been doing that and not even like realizing it.
Yeah.
And I agree with you, and that is a good thing that you just said, and I like it.
Thank you. I think the delegation thing the way I take it is like, Joe, you're working today. Like at least in the sense of like today you're working.
Uh-huh.
You said you were going to do this. Don't get distracted.
But here's the thing. Now, what if something comes up and you can't do that? For me, when that happens, I get furious. I get really angry.
Well, then, no, but that goes back to the Matrix. So it's like the thing that just came up. What is
right.
it?
And exactly. Yeah,
Where does
you always
that
got to
fu-
keep in
And
mind
then
what's...
you can. So I mean, honestly, the way I was seeing it is you have a Batman for each of the squares on the Matrix.
Yeah.
And it's like that person. That's what I mean. It's like you won't be tier 1 Batman reacting like a tier 4 Batman. You won't have it be in a tier 4 situation reacting like you're tier 1 Batman.
And it's like, oh, I was doing this today, but this came up. Hold on, let me go to the bathroom, change my costume.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get it.
You kind of get what I'm saying. Yeah.
No, I get it, and I like it, and I like that.
Thank you.
All right.
Clam cakes.
Well,
Yeah, we are honestly. We're 55 minutes in.
Well, it was going while we weren't doing anything. I got one more. We'll end on a sillier note, and it's just some like videos. I thought that would be fun to like look at them and be like, oh, look at this. So this is actually Jared's TikTok corner, music edition.
Really?
Music edition. So I got them all up here, and I just want to show you like stuff that comes on my TikTok that I thought it was funny.
Well, then if you're gonna show me,
Bro, if you're gonna show me, I gotta piss. All right. So on my TikTok, this is musical stuff.
okay.
I have like, it's this some account. They make these like AI, Mr. Krabs, Plankton, SpongeBob like rap beefs, and they're so real, and I don't know how the fuck they do it. So I'm gonna play you a couple of them.
Okay. Alrighty, the picture is. Nah, Plankton need to clap that.
On the kitchens like I'm Cuddy, Mr. Krabs, you know I'm right here. Bumpy so racy or peasy. I got the mag, I press Steely. I press the trigger of the crab, man, I'm itching for the cash.
How do they do that with like the cadence?
You not a crab, you a rap boy.
How do they do that?
Nice hood, fat boy.
How do they do that? All right, dude, and there's like multiple. And this is Mr. Krabs responding. Oh, why does it keep muting?
Because the algorithm.
Wait, let me restart this. Oh my god.
I know. I can see it happening to you.
Mr. Krabs, I'm staying with my Drake just like I'm OVO.
Hey!
I know that I'm savage. I know that I'm savage.
All right, dude. There's three more.
Hey, Plankton, be chum.
Stay
Don't
on
play
you.
your
You're a
Mr.
kelp
Krabs
sucker.
rap.
This one's fire.
Hey, prop that lean, squiddy.
You're a kelp sucker.
Yeah, I said okay. Yeah.
How do they do this?
Yeah, I said okay, oh, shit, okay. Switch what got the formula, that boy be creeping every day. Plankton is the up, we took his eye away. His wife is a bot, we funded that and been there every way.
How do they do it?
AI, dude.
I'll just play the SpongeBob one.
Peep this blood.
Dude,
I sure
this
do
blood.
love jellyfishing.
SpongeBob, me boy.
I wanna know how to do
Plankton
this so
slid on us
bad.
again with another rap song. We need something good.
Mr. Swags,
Mr.
anything
Swags?
is possible with the power of imagination. And a few perk dirties.
Oh my god.
Karen is a Karen, but I'm still gonna make a chum. Yeah, I'm ripping her antenna while she leaking like a spoon. Yeah, so Plankton in a mirror, so I upped in with my gun. He just asked me,
Why'd you do it?
oh, you know, for fun.
Oh goddamn.
Fuck
Yo.
you and pay me.
Fuck F you and funny how you never gonna play me.
All right, and now these are some videos.
F you and says for fuck you, baby.
That doesn't really make any sense. Huh?
I know, but it's funny.
All right, now these are some that like I feel like are supposed to be bad, but I like kind of like them.
Draw the line, science the line, decline of the line. Draw the line, science the line,
I don't know why.
What do you?
I don't know
what
why.
is-
I
What
like
do you
this.
think this is?
I have no idea what
You
it is.
like that?
There's something weird. You could sample that, make it cool.
Yeah, make it cool.
All right, dude. This one's fire, and I don't care what anyone says.
It's already muted. It's muted.
God.
Yeah. Oh, he's clicking. Oh, Jared.
Dude, this is good. It's kind of good.
It is kind of good. I will say, yeah. I mean, I guess to this, yeah.
All
We
right.
got more. Okay.
I got him a lot.
Those are all what you're gonna be doing. You're gonna
very
put these
short.
all on the screen.
Yeah.
Only been days, but it felt like
You
months.
gotta sing though.
I've been gone for a year, only rolled like once.
Uh.
Time moves fast when you're doing what you want.
So, I didn't do it. All right, I won't show all of them.
You can do another one.
All right.
Do Stranger.
Oh, dude, this one has been stuck in my head. This one's a little long. I won't play the whole thing.
pretty good, actually.
Dude, it's kind of fire.
This is actually pretty good. Oh.
Sometimes I'm alone. Sometimes I'm not.
Wow. This is
Right?
Sometimes I'm alone. Sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'm alone.
Dude, this is fire. And I know you want to rap
wow,
over
that's
that.
yeah, seriously.
All right, there was a whole longer video. I'll save that for next time. And then we'll end on a classic right here.
That's really good.
Niggas say I'm out of town, I'm in Hong Kong. I'm trying to I don't care about fight, I'm in Hong Kong. Niggas I'm in Hong Kong. I went to the store, I got a honey bun. That car said, got some money, son. I forgot what time it is, I'm in Hong Kong. And they tell them that I'm Hong Kong.
All right, I won't do any more
Very
TikTok
good,
corners.
dude.
I got a lot more for next week.
I
and
bet
got a
you
whole
do, dude.
YouTube video.
Yeah.
All right, that was. I mean, I didn't think
Me
you were
neither.
gonna come with
Me
all
neither.
that
It's 'cause
friggin'
You
heat.
saw me drink a bunch of water in the
You
beginning.
did drink a bunch of water.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna take another after this.
Okay. Well, I'll bleep that.
All right.
Okay. That's it.
I guess that's it.
All right. That's episode 45.
Pretty sick, dude. Thanks for joining us. Until next time,
Clam cake!
cake!